Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we are doing a full day of eating. It is vegan keto. If you're new here, I do the vegan keto diet. And also, if you're new here, hi, welcome. My name is Melissa, and today is also my birthday. So this is going to be a full day of eating vegan keto on my birthday. We're going to stay totally on plan. We're going to have some fun treats today. I actually already did eat breakfast. I had a snack. I'm going to show you really quick what I had. And then we're going to get back to this hair color, because we're going to talk about this for a minute, because I know in my previous video you saw my before hair, and I'll actually put a picture in as well when we talk about the hair. But anyways, let's get into what I had for breakfast this morning first, and what I had for a snack, and then we're going to, like I said, come back and we're going to talk about this hair. All right, guys, so I'm going to start my morning with some tea, and what I'm going to use is I got one of my latest Sips by boxes. If you're not familiar with my channel, I get these boxes all the time, and sometimes they have specialty ones. So they had one that was for mothers, because it was just Mother's Day this past weekend, and which, that's why I always love May. May is my birthday, it's Mother's Day, all these fun things, and, it's the beginning of spring and the warmer weather. Anyway, so they sent me this box, and it was made specifically for mothers, and it had like just some specialty teas. They were all caffeine free. So I'm going to start my day with this one here is from David's Tea, and it's also a loose tea. All the teas in this particular box were a loose tea. So they send you these little tea bags that you can fill, and this one is, like I said, from David's Tea. It is called the Organic Mother's Little Helper. It's a minty, citrusy, like relaxing tea. So this is what it looks like when I put it in the little bag. You can see it's a very floral looking. And I love that they send these little bags in the boxes every month. They're so convenient. And you can also reuse the muslin bag. So I'm just going to, heat up my water in my coffee pot here. And this is that, if you're interested, this is the Hamilton Flex Brew. I'll show it here in a second. Yeah, the Hamilton Beach Flex Brew. I love this. And you can see it is actually later in the day. So even though this is my first sort of meal of the day, it was a little bit later. I do try to eat as late as possible and try to intermittent fast, here or there. Anyway, so we're going to get this water heated up, and then we're going to add the tea bag in there, and then I'm going to make a birthday cake smoothie. All right, so like I said, we're making a birthday cake smoothie today. So I just thought it'd be something fun and different, like I said, because it is my birthday. So I recently got a new protein powder, but I've used this one before. I usually get the chocolate, but I got the vanilla one this time. This is from Sun Warrior, and it has MCT oil in it. It's very low net carbs. If you're watching your carbs, if you're somebody who watches carbs, and even the calories and all that are pretty reasonable as well. Pretty clean ingredients. I always like to show you guys, the macros on these things, but I really enjoy the flavor of this. Not overly sweet. I'm going to use some unsweetened silk almond milk. Use whatever milk you have. I've just been using whatever I can get my hands on lately with all this other things that are going on in the world, but we're not going to get into this in this video, because you know what? This is a special day. I'm also going to use some of this Thai Kitchen light coconut milk. It is unsweetened. You got zero net carbs in there, and a little bit of fat, just add a little bit of some extra creaminess in the smoothie as well. I always love using this stuff. I'm also going to use some of this from Nutiva. It's coconut manna, and it's called coconut butter. And it's basically just 100% coconut, but it has sort of like a creamy, almost like a sweet texture to it. It's, I know, sort of hard to explain, but it is only 1 net carb for a tablespoon. So we're going to add that just to add a little bit more fat in there. And then to make it taste like a birthday cake, we're going to add some of this cake batter extract. And then also, just for a little extra, throw some greens in there. I had some frozen spinach that I keep in the freezer, and I'm going to throw that in there as well. We're going to blend this all up, and we're going to have our yummy smoothie. And I just wanted to show you guys too. Here is what the coconut manna looks like. And as you can see, kind of separated a little bit. And then also, I'm going to put a little bit of some xanthan gum in there as well, because I was just watching Sarah's Vegan Kitchen is her channel, and I've been watching her for many years. When I first became vegan, she was one of the first channels that I found, and she was making a smoothie recently, and she said that she puts just a pinch of xanthan gum in her smoothies, and it helps keep the when you put the ice in there, because I also did put some ice in there, it just keeps it from like not separating and makes it nice and smooth and creamy. As you can see, when I do pour this out, I used a quarter of a teaspoon. I'm going to recommend using like a lot less, because you'll see when I pour this out, it made it a little thick, because xanthan gum is sort of like a thickener. But just literally just a pinch of it will be fine. You can see how thick this smoothie was. And I mean, if you like a thick smoothie, you know, that's fine too. I usually like it slightly thinner, but I like it to be a nice smooth consistency. So try that trick. I thought that was just such a great idea, and I'm using it now in all my smoothies. Just like I said, just a little pinch of the xanthan gum. All right, so to go along with that smoothie, I just felt like having a little something else with it. I'm going to have just one of these little like guacamole cups. These are only like 1 net carbs. And there is my, breakfast, brunch, whatever you want to call it, because as you can see from my clock before, it said 12:43, I think it said. But here's my nice creamy smoothie. I did add a little bit of some water to it just to kind of thin it out a little bit, because it was just so super thick. There is the tea, nice and brewed. You could tell it's a nice floral, it was a nice floral tea. It had a great flavor. Didn't need any sweetener or anything to it as well. And then I added some everything but the bagel seasoning, because I love it so much, on top of the guacamole. And that was what I had to start my day today. All right, guys, so it is about 2 hours since I've had that smoothie and the guacamole, and I also dyed my hair, so we're going to talk about that shortly. But I'm going to have another cup of tea, and I'm going to have a little snack. I'm going to have this Tuscan Dreams tea. And another beautiful, I love these. I love the looks of these teas, just so pretty. I'm going to use another one of those disposable bags. And to go along with my tea, I'm going to have a no-cal bar. I know I've shown these several times, I believe, on my other What I Eat in a Day videos. But this is the birthday cake flavor, because we're going with the birthday theme today, So, and I absolutely love the packaging. I know I showed these in my recent online grocery shopping haul video that I did. So I'm going to have one of these. They're only 4 net carbs for a bar, and they're pretty dense and very, very filling as well. And we're going to be having, because we're going to be having a lot more food tonight, so I've been trying to keep it somewhat simple throughout the day. Here's the macros, so you guys, in case you guys are interested as well. So I'm going to have that. I brewed up my tea. As you can see, my tea is brewing right there in my donut stop believing mug. So I'm gonna have that, and then we're gonna talk about the hair color that I used, and I'm gonna show you my before and after pictures. All right, so we're back. You saw what I had for breakfast. I had that really fun. It was a recipe I've been working on. I wanted to do something different for my breakfast, that birthday, birthday cake smoothie. I thought that would just be something different for my birthday, and I love those no-cal bars, so that was my snack. Trying to keep it pretty simple, because we're gonna have a nice big dinner and a fun cake later on for my birthday. But anyways, so I also spent the day after I had my breakfast this morning coloring my hair. So I'm going to insert my before picture here, and you probably, if you saw my recent video where I did my online shopping haul, you saw my before hair, and you saw the hair color that I purchased. But I'm going to show you guys again. So I used the Arctic Fox. This is a semi-permanent hair color that is totally vegan and cruelty-free. So I wanted to give it a try. Did not bleach my hair or anything. I just wanted to do it right on my, my hair is colored, but it had been quite a while, so it had faded out for a long time. I'm out in the sun every day, so it had faded quite a bit. So I wanted to see how well this picked up on my hair. Now we'll see how long it lasts. But I figured we are in this, shelter in place. Let's try to do something fun and different. So anyway, so let me show you guys the bottle in case you didn't see that other video, and I will leave that other video linked here so you guys can see. So this is the color, I believe what it is, Poison is the color that I picked out. There were 2 different reds, but I picked this one. It looked like it would be the most vibrant, and I have to say I'm loving it. Something different. Like I said, wanted to try it out. They do have like really funky colors like greens and blues and purples, but I always gravitate towards the red. So I'm absolutely loving it. I just figured I would share that with you as well, so you guys can kind of what I did throughout the day. I actually skipped my workout today. Instead of doing my workout, I did my hair instead, take a little break. But you never know what happens later on in the evening. I might still do a little something. And actually, this is probably the first time I've really done a full glam hair, makeup, and everything in probably a good almost a month and a half, 2 months now, since we've been in this shelter in place. So it does feel nice to kind of have myself, a little bit, made up for the day, since it is my birthday. So I hope you guys are enjoying, what I had so far to eat, and we're gonna move into the rest of the evening. And like I said, we're gonna have a big Mexican feast for our dinner. This is actually our second night of doing this, because my son's birthday was yesterday, which was Cinco de Mayo, and mine is the 6th. So we kind of share our birthdays. It's like a 2-day celebration, and we do Mexican food for 2 days in a row. We did his cake yesterday. Tonight we will be doing my cake, which is totally keto. So keep watching so you guys can see that, because I'm so excited to have it for tonight. So like I said, I just wanted to check in. I wanted to show you guys my hair and what I was doing, how I spent my day in a shelter-in-place birthday. And I'll see you later. All right, guys, so here is dinner tonight. Like I said, it is a Mexican feast. So I have some romaine lettuce piled up on my dish, and then I also cooked up some Beyond Meat. I didn't show you guys because I've shown it in several of my videos. I just cooked it up with a little bit of some poblano peppers and some coconut oil. So I have that. I have some homemade guacamole as well, with just a little bit of some tomatoes and onions, which is sort of like a homemade salsa. Then I also have some hot sauce on the top. I also sprinkled some nutritional yeast as well on the lettuce. It's sort of my, I guess you could say my cheese. And then I also drizzled a little bit of some olive oil on the greens as well. And that was my dinner. It was so good. It was so filling. Mexican is my all-time favorite, as well as my son's. That's why we love when it is our birthday, because like I said before, it is a 2-day Mexican feast, celebration. We love it. So this is dinner, and I'm going to have this, and then we're going to be back in a little bit, and you're going to be so excited when you see my cake. All right, guys, so for my cake, I didn't film it because I was just kind of busy making a cake for my son and a cake for myself. But anyways, it is basically the swerve cake mix, which I showed in my recent What I Eat in a Day video, and I made donuts from it. I'll leave that linked right above here for you guys so you can check that out. So it's basically the cake mix, the same cake mix, and I just did it in a round cake pan, and I did it layered. And then I made a peanut butter icing. I used this peanut butter to make the icing with some Lakanto confectioner sugar. And then what I did was I wanted to make some little chocolate peanut butter hearts to put on top. So I used the same peanut butter and added some Lakanto, just regular granulated sugar. And put that aside. And then I took some unsweetened chocolate and I melted it down, and I put some coconut oil in it as well. And then what I did was I took this little mold that I had from Valentine's Day, and I put just a little bit of the chocolate. It was, as you can see, I think it was about a teaspoon in there, or maybe it was a half a teaspoon, I think it was, and put a little bit in there. And then I put it in the freezer. And let it kind of set up a little bit. As you can see, this is what it looks like. You got to let it set up a little bit. And then once it freezes, you can see it's kind of, it's a little bit hardened. And then what I did was I took that peanut butter that I mixed with the Lakanto sweetener and just drizzled a little bit on top. And then, filled each of these up. And then once I did that, I took more of that the melted chocolate. And what I did was, to melt the chocolate, I usually just put it in the microwave. Do it for like 30 seconds at a time. Just be careful. You don't want to overheat it. And then what I did was I took the rest of the chocolate, put it on top just to kind of, so the peanut butter would be, in the middle, like a Reese's peanut butter cup, one of my favorite all-time candies when I was not, when I was a non-vegan. And then, like I said, I just put the chocolate on top, and then I stuck these back in the freezer. And I set them aside for when I was ready to decorate my cake. And here is what my cake looked like. So like I said, I made a peanut butter icing, which is basically the unsweetened peanut butter, add a little bit of some vegan butter and some Lakanto confectioner sugar or Swerve. Actually, I think it was the Swerve, but Lakanto has it as well. I use a variety of different, sweeteners. So whichever one you can find or whichever one you prefer. And I blended that up, and then I iced the cake, and then I just kind of put some unsweetened chocolate on the top that I grated up, and then decorated it with my little chocolate peanut butter hearts. All right, guys, so I'm gonna end my day with a tea after having all those yummy foods. I just loved all the foods I had for my birthday. It was like all of my favorites. So I just want to share with you guys the last two teas that were in the Sips by Mother's Day Sips by box. So there was this one here from Snarky Tea. It's a relaxing tea. It was a green tea with like kava and holy basil. But I decided to go with this one here from Tea Motions because it sounded really, really good. It is an apple cinnamon chamomile. Chamomile is great to have at the end of the night, kind of is very relaxing, and I love anything with cinnamon, flavor in it. It is like one of my all-time favorite spices. So this one's going to steep for about 5 minutes. Like I said earlier, it shows you on the card here how long to steep it, what is exactly in it. And there's actually a coupon code there for you guys too if you want to, if you're interested in any of these, individual brands of teas. So here's what it looks like when it is all done. It was another loose tea, as you can see. So this was how I wrapped up my evening after enjoying all those yummy foods. I hope you guys enjoyed sharing my birthday with me. I loved that I could share all of these things with you guys. And if you are new here, I would love for you guys to subscribe before you leave, and make sure you hit the bell notification as well, and give this video a thumbs up because I really love sharing what I eat in a day videos with you guys. And I just hope you guys are all staying safe and healthy, and with everything that's going on lately. And I just want to say thank you for watching. Thank you for for those of you who are my regulars that watch me all the time, and thank you for all of my new subscribers that I've been getting lately. I thank you all for joining my YouTube family. So like I said, thank you guys for watching, and until next time, I will see you soon. Bye, guys.